let's take a look at this problem. It says, for each polynomial function, 1 0 is given, find all others. So we're looking at this function of power 4, which tells us that there's going to be 4 zeros because of the exponent, and I is given as 0. So we could start by jumping into synthetic division. Alrighty. So I is our divisor. And we're going to put all the coefficients in here. So it's going to be 1 times 4 times x to the 4th power. Since we don't have exponent 3, we're just going to put a 0. 5. And since we don't have an x, we're going to put a 0 again. And a 4. Okay. We drop down the 1. We multiply 1 times I, gives us I. We add them, we get I. I times I gives us I squared. And I squared is equal to -1. So we have 5 plus -1 gives us 4. Okay. Then 4 times I is 4i. We add them together, we simply get 4i. Now 4i times I gives us 4i squared. And so we have 4i squared, that is equal to -4. So this should be 0. Because this is -1 times 4. Okay. Now we rewrite this. So we factor out I. So it's x minus I. And we rewrite our answer. So you have, it's going to be a degree lower. So we have 1x cubed plus ix squared plus 4x plus 4i. Okay. Now we're going to try to guess another root, and if we plug in -i, we see that we get 0. So f of x -i is equal to, we're going to plug it into this equation up here. So we have -i cubed plus I times -i squared plus 4 times -i plus the 4i. So here, -1 cubed is going to be -1 times I cubed is -i plus I. -i squared is -1 plus 4, oops, minus 4i plus 4i. So we get positive I minus 4i plus 4i. This gives us 0, this gives us 0, 0. So we see that -i is another 0. So we take this and we divide by -i. So -i. So we write the coefficients 1, I, 4, and 4i. Okay. Good. We bring down the 1. 1 times -i gives us -i. We add them together, we get 0. 0 times -i gives us 0. So we get 4 when we add them together. 4 times -i gives us 4i, which gives us 0. Remainder 0. Very good. So we take the top line, and we also factor out positive I. Well, negative I. So it's x minus I, and the one we just factor, it's positive because it's minus k. So it's, when we factor out, it's going to be x minus k, where in this case k is negative I, and we write down this with 1 degree lower. So it's going to be 1x squared plus 0x plus 4. Now rewrite this. So x minus I, x plus I, and x squared plus 4. Alrighty. So here we don't have to do synthetic division no more. It's a quadratic equation. We could simply just solve for x equal to 0. So x squared, we subtract 4 from both sides. Oh, can we write this? 0 here, negative 4 here. So we get x squared is equal to negative 4. Now, to get rid of the square, we take the square root of both sides. Since we took the square root, this becomes a positive minus. So where x is equal to plus minus the square root of negative 4. But I'm going to rewrite this as plus minus the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 4. So we get plus minus I, and the square root of 4 is 2, and I'm going to rewrite this as plus minus 2i. So those are two solutions. So I'm going to rewrite this as x minus I plus, well, times x plus I, and then we broke this down now to x plus 2i and x minus 2i. So that's all our zeros, and we could simply just say that our zeros are at x is equal to plus minus I and plus minus 2i. That's our zeros of the equation. Thanks for watching.